my first ever attempt at a live stream, so bear with me. I'm GTAO. I have been playing Grand Theft Auto for just a little over 1 year now. My stepson got me a PS3 on Father's Day of last year, and I soon switched over to the PS4 in September of last year. Everyone has their own way of playing the game, and I've kind of developed my own little way of playing. I've pretty much become a pacifist. I don't really like to battle other players. There's no real thrill in it for me, and there's no money in it either, so what's the point? My interest in Grand Theft Auto is hanging out with my fellow crewmates. I have a lot of fun with them, and I also like tinkering with the cars. And just for example, on my left here, there's a few muscle cars. But this is the money maker right here. It's called the Dubsta2s. And basically, this car used to spawn in the Vinewood Hills back on the PS3, and Rockstar removed it. So, in order to spawn one on the PS4, you gotta have one. Basically, a descendant in the PS3 days. And that's what this car is right here. This is also a Dubsta2. It's just tricked out, stripped down. And basically, I have a few techniques where you can spawn these in free roam, and you spawn them during a certain time locked missions, contact missions, which are locked at 12 p.m., 12 noon. Let's see if we can pop one in right quick. Basically, the Dubsta2 spawns. Yeah, right. No thanks, not intercepting your damn bunker. The Dubsta2 spawns at 3 locations in the city. Every one of them are Los Santos Customs. They spawn in the same parking spot every time.
Hello there.
Normally they'll be right here. This spot, I think, right here. They spawn between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., which is, 1900 hours. 7. Yeah, sorry, 1900.
What the hell?
Anyway, I made one pass at the Los Santos Customs right here near my apartment. Now we're going to do another pass at it. Not too fast, not too slow. Stop right here in the crosswalk.
Whoa!
Watch across the street between the stoplight and the Los Santos Customs sign. Watch for the pedestrians to spawn in. Right there he goes.
Asshole!
Alright. No luck that time.
I'm carrying a bunch of sweet nothings in my pocket for a little pick-me-up.
If I don't get in the first 2 or 3 tries, I'm gonna move on to doing some VIP work. Then I'll move down to the other Los Santos Customs and try it there. There's a different method down there. I tend to have better luck spawning Dubsta2s here at this Los Santos Customs in the mornings, and then in the afternoons I tend to do better down at La Mesa, over on the east side of town. You want to stay in this lane, by the way. You don't want to be in the right lane when you're doing this. Supposedly it'll mess it up. You have to go way over here to the other opposite lane, stay out of that right lane, do it. Nothing. Pass. Through Rockford Plaza. I run two accounts. I run this J.D account, and I also have my wife's account, which is called Leslie D. I've created the account for her as a joke, kind of, but she never really. There's a pedestrian this morning. She never really played it.
What's going on? You fucking swat!
And I'm going to make one more pass at this, and I'm going to move on.
You alright? Hello?
The Dubsta2s will also spawn other custom NPC vehicles in the game. There's a custom Dominator, which sells for $19,940. It spawns two different custom Sentinels. It spawns a couple different Rapid GTs, an Infernus, 12 Voltic. They're all like custom vehicles. Some of them you can store and sell, some of them you cannot. Like for example, the Infernus, the Rapid GT, the custom Benefactor Serrano, you can't store them, you can't sell them. But the Dubsta2, you can, and it's the most highest selling NPC vehicle in the game. It sells for $23,250. One more pass at it, and go to work. I have a technique where I call it double spawning, meaning I will spawn the first one in and sell it, and then I do a little pattern. Every location is different in the city, and then you come back and there'll be another one sitting there waiting on you, and you can store that one for later. And that's why I got so many stored in my garage, as you can see earlier.
Yeah, it's lovely out here. Very warm and sunny.
Alright. I'm going to park my Dubsta2 right here in this end parking space because NPC vehicles never spawn in the two end parking spots. We're going to leave it as bait. And when we come back after this headhunter mission, we might have one sitting there waiting on us. There's different ways to spawn them in. That's just another method. Playing an invite-only session, and one of Rockstar's greatest mistakes was giving me the ability to play Headhunter and invite-only, where I can't be bothered. J.D currently has $75 million in his bank account and quite a good car collection. Off the word. I've developed a passion for the buzzard. It's, basically in a public lobby, it won't last very long. It's very difficult to dodge homing missiles with it. Some people are good at it, I'm not. It's funny, you just start a missile out of it, it doesn't panic. Stationary targets in the city and two mobile targets. All the mobile targets. You got 15 minutes to kill them. Bodyguards. If you want to waste your time killing them, you can. But right now, bad spot to try to fight them. The bridge blocking your aim, but sometimes it's fun to challenge yourself. Buzzard's tough. When I first bought it, I actually owned it back in the PS3 days, and man, I really gave up on it very early on. It just wiggled around too much. It's hard to manage. I just kind of wrote it off as a bad purchase. But once I transferred over to PS4 and I joined a crew called GTAO, which means the Filthy Animal Crew, and the head of the crew named ST357 hooked me up with my first Dubsta2s. By the way, there's the bad guy was underneath that loading dock right there. He had a missile. Just hit the nose, fire, and I popped him. You don't want to hit cops while doing things because then you get 3 stars and then it gets messy. Police helicopter shows up. He starts shooting at you. It's a little chaotic. But anyway, ST357 hooked me up with my first Dubsta2, and the rest is history. Somewhere along the way, I decided to target right here on the right. Pretty easy to hit. These guys barely ever fire by at this location. But yeah, he hooked me up, and my first Dubsta2. I met a few good guys in the crew. I'm still a member of T5. I'm also a member of another small crew. And I got my own little 2-person crew just for tinkering with crew colors and emblems. Alright, 3 targets down, 1 to go. Still plenty of time left. And the thing about Headhunter is the longer you spend doing it, you actually make a little more money. But somewhere along the line, where do you draw the line? You just drag the mission out, make more money, or do you move on to the next task? Today, right now, I'm moving on to the next task. Our last target is over here, possibly at the intersection. Yes, he will. We want to get 2 direct hits on him. Helps disable him. There's $21,500. I already had some money in my bank account, or my wallet this morning from when I ate breakfast. Now we're going to fly over here and see if there's a Dubsta2 waiting for us. If not, we're going to hop in it, drive down to the Los Santos Customs in La Mesa over on the eastern side of the mountain. Yes, Agent 14, I'm definitely ignoring your phone calls. Same deal. Stay over the left-hand lane, or in this case, over the palm tree, as long as you're not over the right-hand lane. Supposedly it'll mess it up. And there's nothing waiting for us, so we don't land. Normally when I play, I almost immediately sell Dubsta2s just to start off. But this time I'm waiting. Hopefully I can achieve it during this live stream, and if not, I can do it during a certain time lock mission, just to show how it's done. Never thought I'd memorize so many of these roads, but learned a lot of roads. I've also learned some of the underground passages. Subway, I'm starting to learn some of them too. Matter of fact, before we even start, I'm going to drive down here and show the audience where they're going to spawn in.
You piece of shit.
Yes, I'm driving down the wrong side of the road, I know. But basically, the Los Santos Customs on this side of town is down in a hole. It's right there. But basically, the Dubsta2s will spawn in right about here. This parking spot right here. And we'll be able to see it happen up on the bridge where I have to go to make it happen. The Dubsta2 is not a glitch, it is not a cheat, it is an Easter egg left in the game by somebody at Rockstar. Underneath the sign right here, do my U-turn. Over here, at a somewhat slower pace, we're going to pull up to this light post, and there's an expansion joint in the concrete where I've stopped my rear tires. Pretty much. And I look down there, and I look for one to pop in, spawn in, and one's not there. So I back up, at least past this light post. Back forward. Stop. I'll look. Nothing's down there. I'm going to do it one more time. If it doesn't pop in, I'm going to go back and reset the area, meaning the map and what's going on in the map in this area. And I'll show you how I do that. Alright, nothing. So, we'll turn around. We're going to drive past this I Love Sprunk billboard. That's our reset. Alright, the area in front of us is now refreshed. If I have enough time, I'm going to do a double spawn. It's getting late in the afternoon. See how it works out. Stop. Look. That's done. Sometimes if you jostle it a little bit, it'll make it pop in. Not there. Okay. I'm going to go back a little ways. On a semi-refresh. Should have to go back to the billboard. Unless something wrong spawns in. Something I don't want. What we're doing is we're going to force the game to think. There it is. Got it. Sometimes it happens on the first try, sometimes it takes a few more. And little disclaimer, sometimes I have good days with this, sometimes I have bad days. I have days where I can pull out of my garage at Dubsta2s, drive straight to that Los Santos Customs I was working at earlier. It'll be sitting there waiting for me on the first try. This is a money maker. If you look at my social club page, you can see it. I've made, per character, Jay Slatney and Leslie Lee, I've made about $40 million selling these.
What miracle did you want me to perform?
The Dubsta2 and the Dominator are the only two I will store and sell. Sometimes just driving from the spawn location to the garage, it'll say repair vehicle, $54. This time I didn't do it. Sell, $23,250. Are you sure? Yes. Sold. But that's the first one. And I think we got plenty of time. Sun's starting to go down. Yeah, we got one GTA hour to get the other one. So we don't screw it up. Basically, there's a pattern you drive. Just drive up here. Not now, Simeon, I'm busy. Not too fast, not too slow. Left. Left through the alleyway. This is called taking the Marietta Loop. One of my fellow crew members. That's his little name for it. And on this side, you want to stay as close to this side of the road as possible. You don't want to go, in other words, drive down the wrong side of the road once again. And turn right, and it's there. $18.38, which is 6:40 p.m. in the game. So basically I got that one pretty much at the last minute. Now we're going to see if we got a place to store it. Which I believe I do. I got a place up here, Supply Street, that's currently a few less vehicles in it. I've actually consolidated some of my vehicles. I'm planning to move these up to Flood Bay. That's the anti-dupe detection going off right there. When the game takes over your character and it walks away and the car disappears for 1 minute, Rockstar is inspecting the vehicle to make sure it's not a dupe. But anyway, there's one chrome Dubsta2, and here's one gold. They come in two colors. These things are notorious for having coffee cups in them. As you can see, this one has a coffee cup and a cup holder, and this one might have one too. Yep. Sometimes they have a cell phone holder on the dash, and this one does. This one has a cell phone holder. I can't stand interior trash. It drives me nuts. So anyway, we got that done. But like I said, I store these and sell them. Mainly, I store them at Tinsel Towers. I got 5 spots available at Tinsel Towers. I own 3 apartments at Tinsel Towers. And of course 3 garages. And also I own an apartment at Eclipse, and most of the spots in it are currently full of Dubsta2s. And I also own this one. This is a very important garage for Dubsta2 spawning. When you do it during the time lock mission, and you're helping a fellow crewmate or friend fill up a 10-car garage repeatedly, this is the one you use. It's Marietta Heights. And we'll just go inside real quick. This is what a 10-car garage looks like when it's full of Dubsta2s. All of these, this is like a little museum. I never really sell any out of these out of here. All of these are clean. No coffee cups, no cell phones, no interior trash. Anyway. But let's get back to work. Let's make some money. This live stream will be about 20 more minutes. I'm gonna, the lovely wife will be calling, making her 5 o'clock phone call. And there's my buzzer. Very important not to accidentally spawn something you don't want, like a turnkey limo. It'll cost money. The buzzard's free because I already own the buzzer. So you're able to spawn it using the CEO interaction menu. VIP work. Headhunter start. Make some money. Area sounds a little dangerous. A lot of stuff to run into. And as you can see, we have a stationary headhunter target, which is exactly the same place we had a target earlier. Do it again. Guard. The bodyguards are heavily armored. They just shrug off bullets. Pop a little bit. Alright, dip the nose down, fire. Boom, got him. Keep money. That was a little messy. That could have been bad. If you hit him with one missile, it's like stirring a hornet's nest. Sometimes the vehicle takes off, start getting hit with bullets. Very accurate bullets, I might add. Our next target is at the amusement park, and I kind of have a technique for him, pretty good with hitting him. Get right to the left of this pool of water on the beach. Kind of go at an angle, toggle L1, and I get the lock. Let's try it again. Hit him from there, just come around here. A fellow crew member taught me this one, just a bit. And R1, force it over the sensor furthest along the right, and he's already dead. He's gone. And our last target, I believe, is a mobile target. Should be. There he is, sitting at a red light. Best way to hit these guys. Still alive. Bodyguard combo. Here's our target. He runs a lot faster than we do, I know that. Got him. 21 grand. So basically, the little time I've played, which is 30 minutes, done 2 headhunters, and I've sold 1 Dubsta2s, and I've stored 1. So, not quite 100 grand, but close. My record, I believe, is 230 grand in 1 hour between headhunter, doing sightseers, spawning Dubsta2s, storing Dubsta2s, and surviving a $7,000 bounty that I had on me for stealing a Dubster 2 NPC bounty. I think that's my best I ever did, just solo. There's 3 VIP missions I like to do. Headhunter's the first one. Can't do another one for basically 10 minutes after you've done one. But the next things that pop up available is, for example, Sightseer, which is super easy. Just do the little phone hats, and it'll pick up a little package, 3 of them. It can be in the city, or it can be all over the map. And Hostile Takeover is a pretty fun one too. Karuma is required, which I have one. Basically, there's a couple different places you can go on the map, pick up a package, and then just suffer an onslaught of police vehicles, helicopters.
Hey, bud, how's it
possible
going?
on a Karuma, and then you deliver the package to the target. It doesn't pay as good, so I tend to prefer to do Sightseer. And what we'll do is we'll do a Sightseer here in a minute. During the cooldown periods, when me and my
Just
roommates
bought a pair of
normally
gaming glasses.
we'll be talking, joking around, whatever. And that's a good time just to go pull out a vehicle. Just mess around if you want to. Especially in the evening like this, when you can't spawn Dubsters anymore. This car's just ridiculous. I love it. It cracks me up. For those that don't know, the Mamba is based on the Shelby AT Cobra. It's a British vehicle. It has an American engine put in it. That's why Shelby is very famous. Race car driver. And he worked for Ford for a number of years. He also worked for Dodge. Back in that day. Yeah, I'm easily abused.
You're insane. Whatevs.
You ain't the first one to say that. Drink.
I'm not sure shooting people online counts as networking.
What? Ever seen a attack helicopter at your
How about
apartment
sending out
before?
a couple of resumes tomorrow to, employers?
In case anyone's wondering, I'm dressed like Steve McQueen in the movie Bullet, which came out in 1968 or 1969. The movie's famous for its car chase, featuring a Dodge Charger and a 1968 Mustang Fastback. Alright, Sightseer.
Rosa! Hell no! Nunca! Not even a kiss! Come mierda! That wasn't me fucking his dick, te lo juro.
So you open up the phone, Bottom right corner, there's a sightseer app. You get these puzzles.
Stop crying, Rosa. I said we didn't do nothing. Rosa!
You may remember these puzzles from the Los Santos mission. Alright, there's our first package. It looks like all three of these will be in the city. If not, they'll want one might be just over the hill or something, over the Vinewood sign, or up on the west coast, but not too far. This one will be a pretty cool sightseer. Just like Headhunter, it pays good, just for nothing, flying around. Our first one is at the Weasel News building. I tend to land right here, the easy place to land. Jump the wall. Hit the X button right before the gap shows up on the red bar. Boom, done. Up. Back in the helicopter. These can be done in public lobbies too, but normally there's always someone there to ruin it for you. Whitewater Rapids boat rental. And the third package should put us back in the city. Shot climb. Don't go that way. There we go. $35.27. Oh God, somebody help me. Where is $35.27? There it is. Alright. We're heading east. We might be going to the Vinewood side. Not sure yet. Yep, that's where we're going. So all pretty much in the city, or very, very close. These are the best sightseers you can ask for. Sometimes they'll send you all the way up to the very top of the map. I'm sorry, we're going to the observatory. We're not going to the Vinewood side. Let the clock count down to 9 minutes and 58 seconds, because just a few extra seconds can mean $500 more in your bank account, because just like Headhunter, the longer you take, the more money you make. fly back into the city, and I start Headhunter. If I'm up here in this area, I'm going to start my next Headhunter. There'll be no cooldown. If there is one, it'll be over before I get there. So basically, I do this right here at the southeast corner of Tinsel Towers, my apartment, because there's 3 places where Headhunter targets can spawn in behind me. And I'm not saying they do it every time. They don't. But it's just kind of cool to start it here. Have one magically appear behind you. You turn around and you attack it. One at the southeast intersection of Tinsel Towers, one in the parking deck just northeast of Tinsel Towers, and Gentry Manor, which is single story mode. Horrible things happen there. Alright, Headhunter, start. Alright, they're all down south and west. I always tend to do these in a clockwise pattern. For what it's worth, it's just how I do it. We all have our ways of doing things. It's just my method. Especially if it's one in the Vinewood Hills. I'd like, if it can, I would love to say this the last, because it's going to be the worst, most troublesome one. And sometimes, if you're lucky, target will drive out of Vinewood Hills. It's a really tough place to kill them. Usually it's not very pretty. Stop the stop sign. 2 hits. Come on, fire. Got him. The buzzer has a weird little reloading thing when you fire 2 missiles. There's a recall and you fire 2 more. A little frustrating, but you deal with it. And you take the bullets. And you can see my health is damaged. Matter of fact, just to play it safe. Snacks. Okay. Just in case. Got him. Got the hard kill. Moving right along in a clockwise pattern. We'll move on to the next target. These are great RP builders, by the way. Looks like our target's at the beach. Yep. Try my glider speed. Right about here I turn. Got him. Got him. Got it. Nice. $21,500. And with that, I'm going to sign off. And next time I do a little live stream, I'm going to try to start up the denial service mission and show how I spawn Dubsta2s during that mission. Normally I do them all in free run, but it's even better we do it during that mission because the clock is locked at 12 p.m. in that mission, so you got all the time in the world to do it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. Dubsta2s, and I'm going to land and sign out because I'm expecting a phone call from the lovely wife. It's 5 p.m. and she's on her way home. Jammer, is that you? Hey, Jammer. Jammer, believe it or not, I've got enough parking spots. I'm sure I can squeeze a Fabio in somewhere. All right. Well, y'all have fun and stay safe.